Hello, my dear students. I have already explained and solved many problems on a fixed installment method, which is the part of depreciation. Even in my earlier video, we have discussed the theoretical part of depreciation. So if you want some more information, please go for my earlier video. And in this video, I would like to explain the diminishing value method, which is the second method on depreciation. Okay, come students, let us understand it very well with the help of slides. Diminishing value method means what? Under this method, depreciation is written off at a fixed rate at the end of every year on the value which was at the beginning of that year. So in first method, that is fixed installment method, we observed that every year a fixed amount is going to be depreciated. That means think that the 1 lakh rupee is the worth of the asset and 10% is the rate of depreciation. Then what is the depreciation? 1 lakh into 10%, that is 10,000 rupees is the depreciation. So this 10,000 will be the depreciation for each and every year. First year 10,000. Then the balance amount is 90,000. 1 lakh minus 10,000, 90,000. But second year again the depreciation is 10,000 only. It is not calculated on the 90,000. It is calculated on 1 lakh itself. So second year, third year, fourth year, same 10,000 will be the depreciation in case of first method, that is fixed installment method. But in case of diminishing value method, we calculate the depreciation not on the original amount, that is 1 lakh. Here we are calculating on the balance amount of the year. That means for second year, 1 lakh minus 10,000, that is value of the asset is 90,000. So 10% of the 90,000 is calculated. That means 9,000, not the 10,000. 9,000 is the depreciation for second year. And for third year, 90,000 minus 9,000. So 81,000 is remained. And on this 81,000, the depreciation of 10% will be calculated. So here rate is fixed, but amount or the value, the depreciation is calculated on the value which was at the beginning of that year. Second year means at the beginning of second year, what is the amount? On that amount, the depreciation is calculated. Fifth year means fifth year beginning, what is the amount of the asset? On that amount, the value depreciation is calculated. So what is the formula for it? V is equal to P within the bracket 1 minus I raised to the power of N. I hope I have already explained and you know what is V, that is value. What is P? That is original price or the value of the asset. Then 1 is 1 minus I is the rate of interest and N is the time period. So let us solve the problem so that you can understand how it is going to be calculated. Okay, let us go for the problems and let us calculate the depreciation and also let us calculate the value in some problems, rate of depreciation if it is missing, and let us calculate even the period if it is not known. So problem of V, that is how to calculate the value. Cost of a tractor is 6 lakh. If its value depreciates by 6% every year, what will be its value at the end of 3 years? What is given here? P is given, that is 6 lakh. Rate of depreciation is given, that is I is equal to 6%, that is 0.06. N is given, that is period. How much? 3 years. So N is equal to 3. You have to calculate the V. What is the formula? V is equal to P within the bracket 1 minus I raised to the power of N. And what is given in the problem? P is given, that is 6 lakh. 1 minus I is given, that is 0.06. And N is given, that is 3 years. So 1 minus 0.06. First you have to do it. Take the calculator. 1 minus 0.06. So 0.94, isn't it? 0.94 raised to the power of 3 into 6 lakh. V is equal to 6 lakh within the bracket 0.94 raised to the power of 3. So first you do 9.94 into 0.94 into 0.94. That is 0.94 raised to the power of 3. Calculate that. Then you multiply it by 6 lakhs. So 6 lakhs into 0.94 cube. That is 0.830584. So you multiply it, you will get the value, that is 4,98,350.40 is the value of the tractor after 3 years if the depreciation is calculated at 6%. Hope you have understood. Let us solve one more problem of calculating V. Here machinery, cost of it is 3,20,000, has an estimated life of 5 years. So N is equal to 5 years. P is equal to 3,20,000. If depreciation is written off at 12%, that is I is equal to 12%, 0.12. By diminishing balance method, find the scrap value of machine. So V is equal to P within the bracket 1 minus I raised to the power of N. Here P is given 3,20,000. 1 minus I is 0.12. Raised to the power of N is 5. So raised to the power of 5. 3,20,000 within the bracket 1 minus 0.12 raised to the power of 5. So first you go for 1 minus 0.12. That is 0.88. Then you take 0.88 raised to the power of 5. Then you multiply by 3,20,000. So V is equal to 3,20,000 within the bracket 0.88 raised to the power of 5. Do it first. 0.88 you take 5 times of it. 0.88 into 0.88 into 0.88, like that you have to make for 5 times. Otherwise, one more alternative is there. With the help of calculator, you can do it. 0.88, you have to put 0.88 into mark. Press the into mark. Then equal sign has to be pressed for 4 times, because 0.88 you have taken, you have typed it 0.88 one time. So out of 5, how many times are left out? 4. So 0.88 into equal mark has to be pressed for 4 times. 4 times you press equal mark. Then you will get the 0.88 raised to the power of 5. That is 0.527731916. Then multiply it with the help of 3,20,000. You will get 1, that is 1,68,874.21 is the value of the machinery after 5 years. If you calculate the depreciation at 12%. Let us solve one more problem. Machinery costing 8,90,000 depreciates at 14% per annum by diminishing balance method. Find the value at the end of 4.5 years. What is given in the problem? P is given, cost of machinery, 8,90,000. Rate of depreciation is given, that is I is equal to 14% or 0.14. Then years, that is N is equal to 4.5. So what will you do now? V is equal to P within the bracket 1 minus I raised to the power of N. That is the formula I have written. Then V is equal to P. What is P? 8,90,000. 1 minus I. What is I? 0.14. So raised to the power of 4.5 years. Here 1 minus 0.14 first you do. 1 minus 0.14, that is 0.86 raised to the power of 4.5. It should be multiplied by 8,90,000. As I have already mentioned, how to do it? 0.86 raised to the power of 4.5. How to do it? 0.86, then into mark, that is multiply, into mark. You have to press into mark. Then you have to take here 3 times you have to press the equal mark. 3 times, because 4.5 means already once you have taken 0.86. So 3 is left out. No, so you have to press 3 times into mark, that is equal mark. See here 0.86, then into, then 3 times equal, then 0.5 is left out. For that 0.86 once again and into, then square root. Then you will get the 0.86 raised to the power of 4.5. And the answer will be 0.507274499. It should be multiplied by 8,90,000. Then you will get the value, that is 4,51,474.3041 is the answer for it. So this is about calculation of V. Then how to calculate P, or when the original value of the asset is not given, then how to calculate it. So my dear students, I prefer to go for a next video for it so that you can understand it in a clear manner. Give me the feedback if you have not understood, and I would like to conclude this video here itself. Go for refer my earlier videos for fixed installment method, and refer my next videos for some more problems on this method. Thank you.